Well, I did a thing. Something that I said to myself I wouldn't, and that was get another Arrma 223S. Underwhelmed by the Typhon. Looked amazing. Drove pretty nicely. Jumped okay. But the ESC wasn't the best. Didn't have enough power for me. Centre diff, really good, must admit. And then they come out and bring this out. And it's a car that I used to have, I think the version 2 or version 3. This is probably the version 3 or 4. And I couldn't resist. This one looks amazing. And we're going to do some fun stuff with this. Let's get it unboxed. Let's have a look at it. I'll tell you what I think. I'll tell you what I'm going to do to it. Then we'll take it to BMX track. And we'll run it stock, as it should be, out of the box. To see exactly how it is when you get it. Is of course the Big Rock. You get your 2mm and 2.5mm hex. You get a hex removal tool. You also get some 12mm hexes in there as well if you want to put different tyre and wheels on. And you also get your shock adjusters as well. And this tool can also be used to take apart your shocks as well. So you get everything you need to be going. 4 AA batteries, which is pretty cool. You get your SLT free transmitter, which is pretty cool. I don't mind these. You got your 50%, 75% and 100%. Stick it right up to 100%. You've got your throttle and your steering, so if you can switch direction, and then you've got all your dual rates on here as well, which is pretty cool. It's your on and off button, but it also gives you your levels of stability as well. So you've got level 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 being totally off, 4 the most, and all you do is turn the wheel forward to the right, click the button, and it will beep how many times you've got that setting on. Dead simple to change. Starter pack manual, which is pretty cool. Everything there you need just to be getting going. And there she is. We got it in blue. I was tempted with the green, to be totally honest with you. I quite like the green. It's almost like a racing green, but I went for the blue. My last one I had was a black, so definitely wanted the blue. Really like this body actually. I think they've done some nice updates to it. You've got the skid guards on the top. You've got the roll cage skid guard there as well, all going through to the back. It looks like it's going to be a really tough body, but we'll see about that when we bash it, won't we? You've got your quick release system on here, so you've got your button here, press both of them in, lift it up, and that's your body, and your body comes away. But as you can see, it does, the detail on this is really nice. Big Rock. Your wing mirrors fold in and out, which is pretty good for bashing. Inside you've got a bit of a cage here, obviously that's your quick release system. This bit here also goes into your chassis and it should stop the actual shocks punching through the body, which is a really nice feature. Got Big Rock on the back and you've got your nice bit of protection here as well on the back. I'm sure you could probably fit a wing on there if you wanted to as well, and I'm sure some people will. And a full plastic moulded in bumper, which I think is really nice. It should be pretty strong, this body, and it feels pretty cool, but we will see. The clipless system seems to drop in really nicely. Get your thumbs, and hopefully if it stays like that, I'll be happy. Now this is a big truck, and they've done quite a lot of updates since the last one. Looking at this, it looks very different once the body's off to the original Big Rock I had. You obviously got your plastic chassis. It's the same as the Senton 3S, I believe. But yeah, it's a long wheelbase chassis. You obviously got the holes here to allow dirt to come out, which is a really nice feature. I do like that feature. The tyres actually feel really nice. The foams in there feel really thick. Vented from the outside, which is a really good feature. 14mm hexes as standard. I'd have liked to have seen 17mm hexes on this car actually, with the size on it. Would have been nice. I'm not a big lover of the 3S shocks, to be totally honest with you. They've not really updated these for a long time, but they do feel nicely set up, although a little bit bouncy, but okay. Feel like they could do with some slightly thicker shock oil in there. Dated rear bumper with this halo design in, and that should give you quite a bit of protection there. Hinge pin holders there, arms, the shocks, all the axles, exactly the same as the old 3S. We've got updates to all the rod ends and the shock ends as well. Got metal in there rather than the plastic holders, which is a really nice update. I'm glad they've done that because they used to wear down really quickly. Got this new improved higher chassis guard here, and it's almost like a fender on either side, so I should hopefully keep a lot of the mud and dirt out of here. Did work well on the Typhon. Again, at the front, got this new bumper design, so that should give a bit more protection to the front of the car. Boots, these are, I think they're Arrma, but they do look really cool. They look really kind of aggressive, and I like these bolts around here. I do like these wheel and tyre set. I think they look pretty cool. Adjustable tie rods throughout, which again, I'm not a big lover of this on bashers. I would prefer just plastic. Set up properly from the factory, plastic ones, and if you want to upgrade to these, then you can do that. And if that brings either the price down of the car or is able for them to put some better electronics in, then I would rather that. Obviously got the new rear diff, as all the 223Ss have, which is a fantastic upgrade. Got your new beefed up centre drivetrain, which is a lot thicker, like it was on the Typhon, and this new guard system here. So we've got a 3100 kV 3660 motor, nice bulky heat sink, and nice fan on here as well. I think that's a 35mm fan. And then we've got the amp 2-in-1 ESC, which is, for me, is a bit of the downfall for these cars. I really think 100 amp, 120 amp, standalone ESC and receiver would have been better, but that's just my opinion. We'll see how this does. We'll see how it gets on. I just feel it's holding the cars back a little bit, but we're going to run it with this on the first run, like I say. In the next run, we're going to do something a little bit different. I've got an ESC to go into this. And we've got the Spectrum S662 metal geared waterproof digital servo. It's 17 kilograms and you can run it at 7.4 volts. But again, the only problem is this ESC is non-programmable, so you can't put it up to 7.4 volts, which is a bit of a shame. Battery tray seems quite a nice size. Battery straps, I've got this built in here, so you hold your battery in. I'm not a big lover of this. It depends what kind of batteries you're running, I suppose. It kind of gets in the way for me, but we'll run it again with that in there. IC5, which is pretty standard. I usually run XT90s, but you know, there's nothing wrong with these connectors at all. So the centre diff is all metal geared, which is absolutely fantastic. Your pinions are metal as well, but your rear diff and your front diff are exactly the same as the old 3S. They are plastic, which is not ideal, but you can upgrade them obviously to the 4S diffs. Now on something like a Typhon or a Granite, I wouldn't bother doing that because they're quite small cars. This, on the other hand, is a big car, and I think 4S is the way to go with this car. I really do. Just bear that in mind for the next video. So out of the box, on 3S, it's meant to do 50 miles an hour. You can also run it 2S, and that's 35 miles an hour. Now, a lot of people have run these 3S cars on 4S, and apparently they do take a 4S battery. I am tempted to do that, but on this first run, I'm just going to run it 3S. We're going to change the ESC out and then we're going to run it 4S. But yeah, it's whether the drivetrain can take the 4S power or not. That is the only issue, but we're going to find that out. Right, let's stick the controller on. Stick the car on. Let's have a look at this wheel speed, see what it's like. That seems pretty good actually. Steering's not bad. Not the fastest, but seems alright. Yeah, that's not bad at all, that, actually, for the steering. Feels pretty strong. First impressions, I'm actually more impressed than I thought I would be, to be totally honest with you. It feels bigger than the original Big Rock did 3S what I had. Yeah, the shocks do feel a little bit springy, but like I say, we'll see how it goes. But I really do like to just run this as it is, out of the box, because that's how 90% of people who are going to buy this just want to put a battery in it and take it out, and that's what we're going to do. I'll see you at the BMX track. It's a cold one. It's absolutely freezing. Oh god, my hands are cold. Absolutely freezing. 5000 mAh 60C battery. should be absolutely fine. Get the controller on. I've got it on level 2, so it's on the lowest level without being switched off for the stability management. 3S. Whoa. Feels nice actually, but it's still got that kind of underwhelming, doesn't feel very powerful. Pull on the trigger and I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's got loads of power in it. Jump's nice though, jump's really nice. Yeah, body's come off twice now, but the suspension don't feel very good. Nice jump there. Don't think it's going to backflip, but we'll give it a go. No backflip. Jump's nice though. Oh, jump's really nice. Check that body again. Yeah, body's come off again. This is what concerns me about clipless bodies, when they do just come off like that. Let's try jumping over here, see if we can get a backflip. Nice big long run up. No backflip there. Oh, body's come off again. Yeah, it's the front, it just keeps coming off. Back's all right, front, and I think it's because of the suspension. Jump's nice though, jump's really nice. Yeah, body's come off again. Ah. Whoa, wow. Did a few flips then. Body didn't come off that time though, that's good. Really want to backflip this, but I don't think it's gonna. No. Body's getting battered already. It does just feel a little bit underpowered. But it looks amazing, look at it. Look at it go, looks amazing. Handle's really nice actually. For a narrow body, it doesn't tip that badly. Let's take it on this jump. This is usually able to backflip off this one. Might be enough for it to backflip. Yes, we got a backflip. Oh, and it lands as well. Awesome. Brilliant. Well, that surprised me. Oh, not that time. It survives though. Hit LVC. I'll check this battery when we get back. Nice and clean inside though. These guys do really keep it clean. Stick another battery in. Yes! Brilliant. And the body didn't come off that time either. Nice backflip. But it's good fun. Definitely good fun. Air control's not bad either. That body coming off though is a little bit annoying. I think it's come off again. Yeah. There we go. That was off the back that time. I think that's because the shocks are just not set up very nicely. yes! Oh, it's a front flipper. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! Oh yeah. So we've got her back and she's still looking okay. We have got a few damages to report though. We've ripped the rear body from here, so a bit of damage there, but not too bad. That's the only damage on the actual body. The rest of the body's looking all right, got it cleaned up a little bit, all looking good. So we bent the rear axle. I noticed the wheel at the end of the run was a little bit wobbler. Yeah, and we've actually bent the axle there, so it's an easy fix. Probably get that bent back, or I might have some spares for my old 3S stuff anyway. So, but that's the only damage on the whole of the rig. Shouldn't too bad really to say how much we jumped in, crashed it. Overall, really impressed, to be totally honest with you. Main issue is just how the suspension's set up. I'm going to have to tune that before the next run, and I'll tell you exactly what I do in the next video. And obviously the body popping off all the time was a bit of a nightmare. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's part of having a clipless body. It is going to pop off now and again, but it did quite a little bit, to be fair. Everything inside stayed perfect. I do like these new guard system. It really did keep all the mess and the muck out of there. It really worked well. I've not really cleaned on the inside, just mainly on the outsides. I feel it's a bit underpowered. I feel the shocks aren't set up brilliantly. It was just bottoming out too much, and I think that's why the body was flying off. So we're going to have a look at those. Going to rip this ESC out. I'm going to put something different in. Run it on 3S again with the new ESC, then run it on 4S, and let's see what we can get out of this. But overall, it was good fun. I enjoyed it, and I can't say that I hate it. Just a little underwhelming. Hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget those thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the notification button as well. And if you like this video, then watch one of these videos up here.